I was 10 years old, sitting in my living room when the phone rang, and it was my new baseball coach. And that one phone call changed the entire direction of my life. My first baseball coach was Ron Anderson, and what made him special was simple. He believed in me, and he believed in our team, and he also believed in what we could accomplish together. His own son played on the team, but he never gave him special treatment. So after trying out for City League in Lehigh City, I got the first phone call from Ron in my living room. I was 10 years old, and he told me I'd made the team. And I was so excited and a little terrified. I'd never played baseball before, and like a lot of kids that age, I didn't have much confidence yet. So at our first practice, Ron had every player step away from the field one by one to see who could pitch. And afterward, he called me again and told me I was going to be one of the team's starting pitchers. So as you can imagine, I was thrilled, I was nervous, and shocked all at once. So that first year I pitched almost every single game. I absolutely loved it. And when I got into a jam, Ron kept me in because he believed I could finish the inning strong. But because of him, I started to become a great pitcher. I was actually one of the fastest in the league that year. I'm not gonna brag, I was 10 years old, of course, but just a couple years later, everyone else grew and I didn't. And I went from one of the fastest to maybe the slowest pitcher in the league for my age. But that didn't matter. What I had was control, I got outs, and Ron kept me as his go-to pitcher the rest of the 3 years I played for him. And what I loved most about Ron was how fairly he treated everybody. The slowest kids, the least athletic kids, they all got real playing time in every game. And for him, it wasn't about winning. It was about developing good players and treating people with kindness and respect and giving opportunity to those that weren't the best. So we don't see that much in youth sports anymore. I remember a kid named Tracy, one of our less talented players. All season long, game after game, at-bat after at-bat, Tracy never got a hit. But Coach Anderson never stopped giving him chances. In one of the last games of the season, Tracy finally got his first hit, maybe ever, and he hit it over the shortstop's head. I remember that. And he was so shocked he'd actually hit the ball that when we had to yell at him to run to first. And the whole team cheered. It brought us closer that day watching Tracy having his moment. Ron made that possible. He believed in Tracy and made sure he got his shot at success too. Years later, fast forward, I'm at work when I got a text from an old grade school friend. Coach Ron Anderson had passed away. I dropped what I was doing, I drove to his house, and just sat there. And all the memories, they all started hitting me at once, and I cried. I really missed him. And with all those memories flooding back, the kind of man and coach he was, the belief he poured into every one of us, I drove past the old ballpark in Lehigh, past the fields where it all started for me, and those days shaped the coach that I am today. I aspire to be like Coach Anderson. He didn't have some deep technical mastery of the game. He just cared. He believed in the potential we had in ourselves, and he had a gift for making us believe it too. So a few years before he passed, I stopped by his house and thanked him. I thanked him for trusting me as a pitcher, for believing in me before I believed in myself, for the confidence he gave me. And I told him that because of his influence. I'd been coaching pitchers for 20 years at the time, doing my best to give other athletes the same confidence he gave me. And I don't think I'd be the coach I am today without Coach Anderson. He cared about his players more than himself, more than the trophies, more than winning. He will forever be remembered as my most influential coach. Thank you, Coach Anderson. We miss you.